So I'm going to start with Mercier's foundation primer in the color Radiance and tinted moisturizer in the color Bisque and apply that all over my face. I like to just mix the products together on the back of my hand to warm them up a little bit before stippling it all over my face. So when I'm done blending, I'm actually going to go in with the Clinique Chubby stick, which is actually a cheek color balm in the color Roly Poly Rosy, but I like to use it to correct the dark circles under my eyes. The color really helps to cancel out the darkness, and it's also super easy to blend, so it adds barely any extra time to your daily routine. So before blending out the Clinique Chubby stick, I'm going to go in with ITCosmetics Eye Lift in a tube, and I meant to apply the Bye Bye Under Eye side, but I accidentally applied the highlighter side, so now I'm going back over the highlighter with Bye Bye Under Eye. For now, I'm going in with the other side of the ITCosmetics Eye Lift in the tube, which is the highlight side, and I am applying that under my eyes in the shape of like a sideways triangle, and then I will apply it to the middle of my chin, the bridge of my nose, the middle of my forehead, and then I'll put it on the sides of my nose where I have a little bit of redness, and then on my Cupid's bow. Then blend with the same damp Real Technique sponge. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Contour Kit to set my highlighter and concealer. I'm going to be using a Real Techniques brush to just really pack it on all of the areas that I put the concealer and or the highlighter. I forgot to mention that I'm using the color Vanilla. Using the same contour kit, I'm going to go into the color Fawn to start contouring my face with just an angled Morphe brush. When it comes to contouring, I like to apply the darker shade right underneath the cheekbone, so in that hollowed out area, and then I go right along the jawline and then under the chin. Then I like to contour my forehead, going right along the hairline and dragging it right down towards the temples. I do like to use a powder to contour my face for my everyday makeup look. I just really blend out any of those harsh lines so it looks pretty subtle and natural, but it does give your face some definition. Moving on to the eyes, I am using MAC's Prep and Prime 24-Hour Eye Extend Eye Base to the back of my hand, and then I'm just applying it to my eyelids using my fingers. Going back to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, I am using the color Vanilla to set that eye base and also lighten up the eyelids. Oh, and I'm using the Morphe M433 brush to apply the color Vanilla. Now I'm going to pick up the color Fawn using a Morphe M330 brush, and I'm just going to apply this color to my crease to really help define the shape of my eyes, but I'm also going to drag it out at the edges to keep my eye looking really open and not close it off by cutting that crease. Not cutting the crease, but closing the crease. Does that make sense? Moving on to highlight, I am picking up the color Sand with a Morphe M433 brush to apply it to my brow bones and then the inner corners of my eyes. This will help to make my eyes look really wide and awake. For my lower waterlines, I am going in with the L'Oreal True Match Concealer Stick. And I know this sounds so odd, but I'm telling you, this stuff does not bleed or budge all day long, and I'm just really loving how it works on my waterline. To tightline, I am going in with the NYX Eye and Eyebrow Pencil in the color Black, and I'm just warming up the product on my hand a little bit before applying it to my eye for easier application. For mascara, I will be using Benefit's Their Real Mascara, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know I am obsessed with this mascara and I use it almost every single day. And I'm using the same Benefit mascara for the lower lashes. Going back into that Anastasia contour kit again, of course, I am picking up the color Sand with a Morphe M500 brush to highlight. So I am applying this to the tops of my cheekbones, my forehead, like right above my brow arch, and dragging it right down into the temples. And then I go on the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and then my Cupid's bow. Now for blush, I am using Ulta's Mineral Blush in the color Tiger Lily, and personally I just like to apply my blush after I apply my highlighter so that everything blends together really seamlessly. And I'm just using a ITCosmetics blush brush. For lips, I'm going in with Benefit's LolliBalm. I just think this is the prettiest shade of pink for an everyday look. It's super easy to apply and it leaves your lips feeling really soft and smooth, and it smells really good, which doesn't hurt. Last but not least, I will spray my whole face with NYX setting spray in the Dewey finish. So that's it. This is the final look. I hope you enjoyed watching my first makeup tutorial. If you did, please give me a thumbs up or comment below, and don't forget to subscribe.